Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending the period and the time you are watching this video. This is Mr. Akpeji Honesty, your favorite chemistry tutor. There is a question before us. I want us to discuss this question together. And after the end of this video, you will be glad you did watch this. Okay, this is a question on catalysis, on adsorption. Okay, adsorption. The question states 100 milliliter of 0.3 molar acetic acid is shaken with 0.8 gram of wood charcoal. The final concentration of the solution after adsorption is 0.125 molar. Calculate the weight of acetic acid adsorbed per gram of carbon. Okay, very quickly, let's go to doing justice to this question. The 100 milliliter, okay, is the volume. Take it as the volume as 100 milliliter of 0.3 molar acetic acid. Okay, we talked about the final concentration here. That means we shall take this as the initial concentration of acetic acid. Okay, as you have here, there is the initial concentration of acetic acid to be 0.3 molar because we were given final. They say the final concentration of the solution after adsorption is 1.25 molar. So I will also write the final concentration of acetic acid after it has been adsorbed onto the wood charcoal. Okay, as you have in this case, so initial concentration of acetic acid, final concentration of acetic acid. I will also write the molecular weight, okay, of acetic acid out. So in calculating the molecular weight of the acetic acid, I will be having carbon to give me 12 plus hydrogen is 1. 1 times 3 will give me 3 plus another carbon which is 12 plus oxygen is 16. 16 times 2. 16 times 2 will give me 32 plus 1. Okay, I will be having 60 gram per mole. Okay, this is what I will be having. So now, since I have initial concentration, this is the volume of the acetic acid that was used. So that means that will take me to calculating the initial number of moles, okay, of the acetic acid and the final number of moles of the acetic acid. So that means I'll be having something like this. Okay, initial moles of acetic acid, which is concentration times volume, okay, which is CV. That will be the concentration is what 0.3 molar times the volume, which is 100 milliliter. Okay, this 100 milliliter, and let me quickly do something here. I will be converting it to liter. 100 milliliter. You know that 1 milliliter makes 0.001 liter. So that when you have 100 milliliter, you will be having what 0.1 liter. So we shall be using this 0.1 liter. So that will now be times 0.1. That will be our volume we shall be using. So I will be having 0.03 mole. Okay, then that would make me to also calculate the final moles of my acetic acid. Okay, it will give me concentration times volume, which will be, what is my concentration? My concentration this case is 0.125 as my final concentration. Okay, 0.125 times the volume used, which is 100 milli, which is 1 liter. That will give me 0.0, okay, 0.01 and 25 mole. If you calculate this, I think you'll be having 0.0125 mole. Okay, so to get the actual moles of the acetic acid, it is to subtract this from this. So the actual mole will give us this. So give us this, the moles of acetic acid adsorbed. Okay, since you have this as initial and this as the final, so the mole adsorbed, this is higher than this, so you subtract this from this, you'll be having 0.03 minus 0.0125. Okay, when you subtract this, you will be having 0.0175 mole. So this is what we shall be working with. Remember, we are asked to look for the weight. Calculate the weight of acetic acid adsorbed per gram of carbon. Okay, per gram of carbon. Okay, that means in 1 gram of carbon. So if we calculate the weight, you just use the normal formula for number of moles. Okay, number of moles, we state that mass in gram over the molecular weight. Okay, one number of moles of the acetic acid will give you mass in gram over the molecular weight of the acid. So you have this to be our number of moles to be 0 point. I hope you can see what I'm doing. Okay, let me shift this a bit. 0.0175 is equal to, okay, they calculate the weight of acetic acid. So this is the weight, which is mass, over the molecular weight as calculated there, which is 60 gram per mole. So if you cross multiply, you will be having the weight of acetic acid will give you 0.0175 times 60. I hope you get me. When you do that, you will be having 1.05 gram. Okay, so calculate the weight of acetic acid per gram. Okay, that is what has been calculated now. The weight of acetic acid is the weight, okay, per gram of carbon. Okay, so that is what we have gotten. So the answer is actually 1.05. Okay, so that is what we have as our final answer. Okay, the answer is 1.05. So I hope you do understand what has just been calculated. If you do, you are required to share the video, okay, and also make some comments, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel if this is the first time you are watching my video. Okay, I will encourage you to go to my past video and see justice that has been done to difficult questions and topics in chemistry. Okay, thank you and God bless. Okay, before I go away, I'm drawn to this attention right now. I just saw something as 1.05. That is the weight of acetic acid adsorbed, but the question went further to say per gram of carbon. Okay, per gram, and you have 0.8 gram of wood charcoal. Um, Something just drew my attention to this 0.8. So I was almost ending the video when my attention was drawn to this 0.8. Um, Now, what you do is this. This actually is the weight of acetic acid adsorbed. Okay, but they went further to say per gram of carbon. So this is how you will write it, that weight. Okay, so I hope you can see what I'm writing is actually equal to weight of acetic acid, which is this 1.05. Okay, then I say per gram of carbon. So you have Okay, 0.8 gram of wood charcoal. The wood charcoal is the carbon. So per gram of carbon, that is divided by 0.8. Okay, you shall be having 1.31 gram. Okay, this is our final answer. Okay, why this is the weight of the weight of acetic acid adsorbed, but the weight of acetic acid adsorbed per gram of carbon gives you this answer. So please, and this is the right answer, okay, so that you will not be confused. So this is the right answer, which is 1.31 gram. Okay, this is also correct. This is just telling you that this is the weight of acetic acid adsorbed, but for us to get the uh, actual answer based on the question given, they say per gram of carbon. You have 0.8 gram of carbon, so per gram divided by 0.8 will give us 1.31 gram. Okay, so you know, as this is in gram divided by this, so you are going to be having just 1.31. Okay, so that is actually the answer. Let me remove this gram, because by the time gram divides gram, it will just give you just 1.31, because it is a ratio of similar quantity. Okay, that means weight is in gram, and then I say per gram of carbon also in gram. So let's just leave the answer as 1.31. Thank you and God bless.